These niggas think I'm motherfucking playing. I'm official. Watch this shit.
First, you always let that shit go on for mad long, bro.
6 weeks later, man.
Mad long, you be letting that shit go on.
6 weeks later, and we back with another return, man.
Wait, now you ever see him just like before he click the joint, he always look away.
He
like,
look
at motherfucker, stop it. My bad.
Because y'all niggas be on some other shit. That's why.
Yo, so 6 weeks later, and we back. So we not even gonna prolong this shit. I got Butter.
Yes, sir.
Got Mar. I'm
Army.
Don. I know we got the producer Rich over there.
Army.
And shit, just what y'all been up to? As y'all see, these niggas is already laughing with each other, so
Pause.
bear with them.
Go ahead, man. What you been up to, bro?
Work, school, work. That's it.
That's it. Work, more work, and more work. That's it.
And workout,
Come on, Papa Pope.
workout, fatherhood, and more fatherhood.
And working. Don't forget that.
Working ain't going nowhere, man. So gotta do that shit.
Shit, I don't be wanting to do it, but we do it.
So
I love working.
I actually like my new job.
Love working.
Actually, not too bad. I actually like helping like the mental people and all that shit. What I do.
Mental health, that's my passion.
I actually like it. I like it a lot, actually.
I don't miss none of that shit. Sorry, not offending nobody's.
It's different though.
profession.
Like when you working in that.
Yeah, so you don't want to work with the people
Yeah.
who you are. So,
Yeah.
like when you're a mental health patient, you don't want to fuck around with mental health patients.
That's funny.
Absolutely.
Fuck you, man.
Nah, I don't miss that field, man. When you do
Fucking
something,
love it.
listen, it was
I do
too-
love it too.
It was too long under the wrong direction, and that when you ain't got a ceiling but so high, it's eventually you going wear yourself out. So
I hear you.
that's run its course with me. But I'm happy to see the success. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We should have been winning in that field, fucking 5 years into that shit. So I'm just happy to see the success that it's happening for y'all now. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
But off the work shit, you know,
Burberry.
we got trending topics
Don't
in the
mind
world
if I do.
right now. We got shit. We've missed Sha'Carri Richardson. We've missed a lot of shit. People ain't talking about Allison Felix getting what she got her 11th, right? She got her 11th. I don't know if y'all was early in
Was
it.
it
Like,
10th or 11th?
it was her 11th, right?
Okay.
But with no endorsements, no sponsors, all her shit right there. Her own shoes.
All talent. That's what it's supposed to be.
All
Hard
her
work
own
pays
shit.
off.
So, you know, salutes to her. What else we had going on? You see, it's a lot of shit that's happening in the city. You got, I want to say that you got AM University, got niggas outside playing basketball. I know Focus and Ambition Training tried that shit a while ago, recording they shit. So,
Right.
salute to them getting people outside and trying to get them to work out. It's another movement going on right now about trying to clean the parks in the city. So, where we from, it's a lot of shit positive happening.
What you need to?
And you know, shit in the world happening. Like you want to talk about
There's always shit in the world.
the baby and his comments, and you know, y'all could touch on how y'all feel about that.
How you feel?
With the baby, I didn't think he said anything wrong. If we actually listen to the verbiage that he said, and he was
Actually, how
trying to
did he
get
say it?
people, don't quote me, but he said, if you don't have HIV, put your hands up in the air.
Okay.
So that wasn't targeting anybody. If you had HIV, if you don't have HIV, he's asking if you don't have HIV, put your hands up in the air.
Okay.
It's nothing saying that you had HIV.
but
and this,
I
that,
think-
whatever.
Where did
I-
people get offended?
I think
Where'd
we
that come from?
So
I think we
at,
paraphrasing.
at the
I think we missing.
so at the same time, he said in the middle, he said
Yes.
if you have if ladies, if your pussy tastes like water, put your hands up in the air. We don't focus on that. And then he said after that, he said if you sucking dick in the parking lot, put your hands up in the air. So what was wrong with what he said?
But
Because
he didn't
it
say
was
nothing about
tailored
the-
to
about
every
the-
single
about the-
person.
yeah, so he didn't say nothing about the community.
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, he didn't say nothing.
So now
about
we have people that's going all crazy for him and talking all
it.
this.
So
I'm
why
like,
did that community feel like they was?
I don't know. So I didn't have a conversation with anybody in that community.
Right.
But I don't think that he had anything malice to say. He was just trying to get people into the show. And if you were if your pussy tastes like water and you didn't have no flavor to it or whatever, don't put your hands up. If you was HIV, don't put your hands up. If you were somebody that was sucking dick in the parking lot, don't put your hands up. Like, come on. We get so sensitive about certain shit or whatever.
Don said the best. It's just the world is too sensitive.
They do too sensitive, and everybody needs a point to say this and that. And I don't want to go too hard on it or whatever. Most black gay people, they go so hard of being gay than black.
I agree.
Oh, man.
I agree with you.
So
That's just how I
I
feel.
agree with you 110%.
I told you I ain't had much to touch on that, right?
Yeah, but you was going to touch on it.
I'm
Because
gonna touch on it this way though, because the world allows so much attention to, the LGBTQ community, and now the focal point is based on what is going to make them comfortable compared to, at one point, it was just about the comfortability and protection of.
Yeah, but they say to make them feel comfortable, but then it's like, nah, you need to feel comfortable with this.
Yeah,
I don't really
agree,
care about anybody. Everybody needs to be ridiculed. Everybody needs to get talked about. Everybody needs to have
We all need
something
to be
going
equal
on.
is what you're
Absolutely.
Basically.
But when it's time to be equal, it's
Gay,
always,
white,
I need to
yellow,
be doing this.
black,
But
brown,
it
don't
it
matter.
doesn't matter who it is or whatever. So I look at it totally different. Where I didn't think the baby said anything wrong.
I don't think he did
I didn't
either.
think that it was being demeaning to anybody. And that's just how I feel.
Especially if he didn't say that the gays is doing this, X, Y, and Z. Because I felt like he said that.
But I
That's
know
what
gay
everybody felt
people
like it
who
meant.
say they suck dick in the parking lot.
I know, I hear you, but listen to what
Like
I'm
that's the part that's like, yo. you-
But listen to what I'm
I
saying.
don't know gay people that
I'm-
suck dick in the parking lot.
I don't know nothing about that.
so
But I'm
straight,
saying-
you got your dick sucked in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. So let's not play these games and shit over there. You got your dick sucked in the parking lot. You probably ate a pussy in the parking lot.
He did, probably.
I've done some things.
But if he would have said that to the straight
He did.
people or whatever, would the straight people be all going crazy?
They probably wouldn't. It wouldn't have been no uproar. It probably been
Fucking
more of
ate
a.
pussy in the parking lot.
It would have been more of a. It'd have been more of a
Listen.
celebration of what he's saying there.
But
if he said it,
But the point was to have you raise your hand up and celebrate
yes,
in the
like
concert.
if they was at Little Kim concert or somewhere
Correct.
else, it would have been more of a celebration of what he's saying.
Correct.
Because it would have turned the concert up more. I get
But
what you're
since he
saying there.
said something about HIV and then said something about gay people, they put two to two together and
What
said,
do
you know
say
what?
about the gay people though? That's what I'm saying.
If you a dude sucking dick in the parking lot, put your hands up. But again, I
mean, I would.
I have conversations with people, especially since I'm in healthcare, and they try to get people to be comfortable with being HIV positive and stuff like that.
Right.
If we talking about it at a major concert and he's bringing comfortability to it or whatever, if you don't have HIV, you do have HIV, why are we worrying about that he's talking about it now? Because again, in healthcare, we talk about making sure people feel comfortable to come into certain places to get tested, going to get medications and stuff like that. But now, since somebody that said it and they didn't like the way that he said it, now it's an issue. Right. It brought tension to the conversation.
I agree.
And I just be like, yo, they just people just they think too much on it. They think too much on it.
How do you feel about this, right? Sha'Carri Richardson, mom
Smoking
died.
weed.
She smoked weed. So I'm past that. When the Jamaicans smoked everybody,
Like they always do.
All right.
exactly, and they won, her reaction to the world was, "Don't you miss me now?" I took that. I was never one. I wasn't a fan of hers from the beginning.
Okay.
When this
I'm
all took
glad you
place,
said that.
I wasn't a fan because you weren't a favorite from the jump. So your story is a story. We always have some type of story going into the Olympics.
Right.
It just happened that this story pertained to be around a black female. And a black female who more so her appearance was geared more towards urban. It was geared towards urban. When you looked at her, you saw hood, gutter, project bitch. Pardon my French, I'm sorry. Long nails, different colors, the way she talked, weed was bad. I don't want to go in on her. I'm just saying that this is what you saw.
Okay.
But her response to other black women,
I just looked at her as an entertainer.
cool. her response to other black women succeeding was negative. She tried to overshadow with her story over compared to them winning. They won, and your response was, "Don't you miss me now?" But then she recanted when they told her, when her people told her you needed to say something different, and they started to do the cancel culture on her as it was okay. Congrats, ladies, blah blah blah. But why? If it was just about you, let's keep it about you. If it's about the sport, keep it about the sport. But it was
Sports has always been about trash talking. So trash talk the fuck out of everybody.
who were you trash talking? You were saying it to the world, not to them.
Even if
she wasn't talking shit
even
to
if she said
other
it to
athletes.
the entire world, let her say her piece and let her keep it going. She wasn't in the Olympics. She was a what Evelyn said, a non-motherfucking factor or whatever.
Facts.
So why are we so pointing to her?
I'm not pointing to her. I'm pointing to the hatred that still exists.
No, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying why is people so pointing to her?
Because she was the story. Like we said,
She was the story, but what did she win?
she ain't win shit. We became the focal point of her story.
Because we wanted her to go. I don't want to say she was going to get smoked, but
She was.
them motherfucking Jamaicans.
No,
let me tell you this right
she was
now.
getting
Sherry
slave
Ann like they real. They've been in that bitch for a minute.
I don't give a
slave
fuck
feet.
who she ran against.
I would vote for her because she was
Everybody-
a black American.
Everybody that brought
but
her
I would most
up
definitely win.
or the topic up,
But
she was getting smoked if she
just
went
like
there.
we was voting for Tyson Gay and all them other motherfuckers or whatever, they got smoked by Usain Bolt.
I was never rooting. I was never rooting against Usain Bolt.
I knew he was going to win, but I was like, I'm voting against him because he was fucking the USA.
You ain't winning no.
He wasn't. They wasn't beating him.
I understand that. Just because somebody wasn't beating them doesn't mean I had to vote for
Did
him.
you root for fucking Karl Malone and John Stockton in Game 6 of the finals? No.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You was rooting for Michael Jordan.
Ask my dad.
MJ.
I'm just saying the world.
MJ all
Nobody
day.
was
I'm
rooting
just
for
saying,
Karl
just me.
Malone and John Stockton.
MJ all day.
The mailman. Come on.
No, he was that. He got mailed home.
Set his ass down.
I got a signed card from his ass.
Yeah, we need
I'm
to
just
give it back
saying
because
that
he's a child molester.
nobody's really. If you're rooting for the underdog,
The
yeah,
same
listen,
thing they said about your cousin too. But we're not gonna say that.
Which one we talking about? Fresh?
Nah, not him.
shit.
Joke, cuz.
He's gonna get your ass back because he was posting your ass. He
I
was
said-
getting your ass.
I was going to bring it
Yo,
up. that
he was getting your ass.
He been smoking your boots.
Pause.
It's okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
give him
he been lighting butter up. He did the
Yeah,
weird Waldo joint.
he's been. Yo,
It's
that
okay.
was funny.
He did
And
some-
the crazy thing about
I'ma
it,
get him
I
back.
was on the picture looking for your ass.
No, bro. When he did it over here and then brought it back, I'm like, oh shit. You start trying to see the resemblance like
Yeah.
glasses.
That shit was funny.
Nah, but then when he got you the other day with the food, I was trying to figure out the connection with the steak meal.
because
He got you with the steak meal.
I can't eat a big
He said
meal
you're
like
not a
that.
grown man.
Yeah,
something like that.
He's trying to say I nibble on my food.
So I thought he was talking about when you was like fully shaved and like a steak. But nah, that's cool.
So yeah,
Fuck you, Dave.
how's that feel? You know
How I feel.
that?
Me and my cousin.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. You know, we family. You know how it always
You know y'all
is.
got a retarded relationship.
Yeah, family. You know.
Butter-
How,
retarded.
So to see that, to see the energy, you know what I mean? How he's bringing the laughs back.
yeah,
That's what he's good at.
I mean, after a while, you just gotta set people for who the fuck they are.
Facts.
Accept you for who you are. Accept you for who you are. Accept me for who I am. And that's just who we are. So after a while, you look past it, like, all right,
That's where shit get fucked
That
up
just
when you
cut.
don't accept people for who they are.
Facts.
Yeah, nah,
You
facts.
expect-
I
already
know you're
so
gonna
fact.
do this. I already know you're gonna do this. I know
Right.
how you're gonna feel. So it's no reason for me to go back and forth and try to make sense of it.
No reason for me to get mad at shit. I mean, I just
Trying to make sense of it is going
but you know
to
what?
kill
I
you.
realized that about a lot of people though. Not even just him. Just like
It's everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody got a
everybody,
relationship with
friends-
you. You're gonna have
friends in general.
a.
Like sometimes you just like you look at it like, you know what? Fuck it. That's just who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy at the end of the day.
So you see, I keep.
Do I accept it?
So no, so it's
You
not
gotta
about you
tell
accept
somebody.
it. So I just think about me having conversation with you or whatever, and you have a expectations on how you want people to be. And you know how we had always conversations like
Right.
you got to respect them for them. You
Right,
can expect
right.
them for
It
you
took me.
want them
It,
to be.
it took me.
It's
this
still gonna
step.
take you some time.
It
Absolutely.
take me time, motherfucker. Because then I gotta look at the opposite too. People gotta set me for who I am.
Correct.
You feel what I'm saying?
So with that, you see, I just keep throwing the topics, right? Just bouncing off the shit that's going on in the world right now.
Right.
So is Biden doing his job? Let's bounce to that, bro.
Ooh,
Do you feel like Biden is doing his job?
No idea.
I can't lie.
I'm not even gonna lie. I have
I'm
no
not
idea.
Really, I'm not even really into the politics so much like that.
No,
After
even-
Trump was going,
like, after-
I kind of dipped off.
Do you feel like anything?
I feel like I'm at Parvin State right now, just trying to stay alive in the water.
Okay.
Like, I'm serious.
So-
you ever go to Parvin State? That motherfucking
Yes.
water was
I've
real.
never been there.
Man, you had to stay from the floaties, from like the turds and shit. It used to be like a little sewage trying to come
You
in.
feel like you're doing
Like,
the job? I mean, you
So,
you watch the news more than us.
I feel like there's a lot. Get that hair, the fucking cup cracked or is that hair? That's your beard.
Probably
hair.
one of
My
yours,
bad.
nigga. It's brown.
Oh, that is probably one of mine. I'm sorry. Disrespect
Oh.
the cup like that.
Ew, disgusting.
Shut up. Shut up. Do I feel like he's doing his job?
It's your time.
I feel like that we're getting. Remember, Bob used to say this shit. It's a dog and pony show.
Yes.
Smoke and mirrors.
Yes.
I feel
That's
like,
just politics altogether.
but I feel like his is even more because now the smoke and mirrors is for strictly for the I want to say certain communities.
What communities would those be?
I want to say black
So,
or
so
underprivileged or
He does something for black people?
no. So smoke and mirrors. It seems like you're giving you something when at the end of you're going to
then
pay
he's
for
not-
it.
that's
Okay.
just
You're gonna
that's
pay
just
for it.
what politics is. They say they're going to do something, do totally different. We kind of go with Barack.
No,
I was happy for Barack because Barack did what he was supposed to do: be the black president, be classy, do whatever he got to do. But did he do as much as we wanted him to do?
Could he,
in
though?
8 hours?
Could
I mean, eight
about 8
years.
hours?
Could he, though?
In 8 So.
I don't think he could.
I don't think he could because again, this is not it's something that you can do.
Country,
But it's not something you can do in 8 years. You can block 400 years in 8 years.
But you know how like
people feel that way.
Yeah, but you know how like them countries that's dictatorships, they motherfucking, but they say go.
Well, we're not dictatorship.
Yeah, that's
yet.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're not that. So what can he really actually do? Because everything that we gotta do, gotta go
always a
through,
fight
gotta go
against
through
something.
voting and
Yes.
all that other
Yes.
shit. So
but
he can't
I
just
have
be like,
talked
all right,
to people
I want that to happen
about
and
saying,
all that.
oh, he didn't do this and he didn't do that.
Couldn't
it's
do
not
it.
about. So even if he couldn't do it, what was we doing to back him up? What was we doing to be
we
successful?
wasn't doing none because most of it was criticizing him.
Oh, but as soon as when Trump started giving out stimulus checks, they started feel, oh, give us another stimulus check.
Once again, I said.
But with stimulus
Smoke and
checks,
mirrors.
we have to pay that shit back.
Yeah.
Not the motherfuckers who got it, the motherfuckers who ain't get shit.
Right.
I ain't get shit.
Right, nah.
Motherfuckers got all these kids. They got $20,000 on a whole check. I know somebody who got $20,000 in a check. $20,000 in a
You
whole
let me
check.
hold that.
I went to work every single day in 2020.
Me too.
Every single day, I ain't getting nothing. I got a $600 check from Virtua saying this is part of the package that they was gonna get. Like what?
At least you got $600.
$600?
She got $600.
So
I can go hard. I can go so much on
I see.
this shit.
So let's conclude this episode with what you got going on now. They ain't see you in 6 weeks. 6 weeks later, 6 weeks ago, you was starting school again.
Oh, nah, 6 weeks later, that was I'm on like the 10th class. I'm going home tomorrow. Finish this report. I think it's like a 10 page report. Get this out of the way. Tuesday, I'll be in next class. Like, just try to get my master's. That's it.
Okay. And you know, for they don't know what you're doing 6 weeks later.
I'm working every day. That's all I do. Get my little kids, keep it moving, then go back.
They not as little as you think.
I know, man. My 13-year-old, fucking.
All right, don't. Yeah.
The 8-year-old she cool. 13-year-old though.
I was hoping you didn't say anything because now you got to go back and
13-year-old, I gotta put pause on her every now and then, bro. She crazy.
Just have patience.
Man, fuck patience at though. Wow.
Those girls, they see what their dads do, so you got to be very conscious of what their dads, what you do in front of them, because they look like they're not aware of things, but they are most definitely looking at everything. I had a conversation with my niece. She knows everything that goes on. You think that you're doing something behind closed doors. You think you're doing something around the corner. No, they know.
And they be knowing.
Absolutely.
What's up with you?
before we even get to me, like when we left, he wasn't married.
Oh, Mr. Rich over
Yeah.
there.
Huh?
Congrats, my guy.
Nah, we came back. You was just doing your thing.
Nah, he was married. Nah,
He
was
said,
married.
"Yo, like, why y'all gonna put me out there?"
Exact line 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
He's the producer. He knows.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just making sure, man. Listen, you better.
But thanks,
talk,
though.
better
Thanks,
talk
though.
your marriage up, bro. You better,
Right.
How
Yeah,
was
happily
married?
married.
marriage up.
How was married life?
You know what I mean? Better talk that shit up.
Yo, the same, bro.
Is the same?
It's the same.
He lying.
That should be an
He
episode.
lying.
That should be
It's the
episode.
same.
'Cause
Lying.
You still
at
giving
first
it
I
a
wanted to
lazy
get married,
noodle?
but now I don't.
No, the only thing different, you kind of like pick your eyes up and look into the horizon now, like, all right, where we going together. But other than that, man, the day to day is the same.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
it's the same.
You know what I say, man? To you too. I'm glad y'all married, but fuck marriage.
Why fuck marriage? Why fuck marriage?
Save that. Save that.
Yeah,
Save
we
that.
can use that for the next episode.
We
You want to
can
talk about
we can
marriage?
talk about that next.
We can talk about marriage.
Because he be trying to marry the wrong up.
Okay, so
smack the shit out of your
yo,
hat.
we out.
Next time.
Good times. I was gonna say something. I was gonna probably.
Her